interpretation? Want to be able to see inside the body to make critical assessments? Diagnostic medical sonography allows you to image body parts in 2D, 3D, or 4D from a newborn baby to a beating heart. As a sonographer, you're sending high-frequency sound waves into the patient and analyzing the returning signals and data to help visualize internal organs otherwise unseen. You get the joy of helping others see life for the first time and have the responsibility of uncovering blood clots, heart diseases, and even gallstones.
Contrary to popular belief, it's not just about babies. We do a variety of body parts, including the abdomen, pelvis, small parts, soft tissues, vascular work, which is arteries and veins, and we can look at the heart. We also work on a variety of people, such as old people, young people, kids, babies, very sick people that are in the hospital, and not so sick people in the clinic. Overall, we have a really good variety in our work.
Many fires have been put out by a good dousing, but two students from George Mason University recently extinguished a blaze by using something far less common: sound waves.
It works so well, it's almost hard to believe. Over and over again.
The path to the discovery that such a method is effective began with a school project. Guiding their exploration was the idea that if mechanical waves in general are a known means of impacting objects, then sound ones in particular may have the power to move around the elements of a fire. In particular, their aim was to separate burning material from the surrounding oxygen that feeds it. Early on, they used high-frequency waves, which they found to have no significant effect. Once they switched to the low-frequency variety, the kind one often hears in hip-hop music, they began to see signs of success. Their goal was fully realized when they used a cylindrical tool with a power source, an amplifier, and collimator, which focused the waves on the flames.
Eventually, I'd like to see this applied to maybe swarm robotics, where it'd be attached to a drone, and that would be applied to forest fires or even building fires.
如果说我真正焊的有一胶的情况下，
好，可以焊接了。
就是我再把那个槽翻译变成。那你如果说这个结构能焊好，那没必要。看，应该不是圆的嘛，圆的嘛，可以焊。加宽，这个方法，这个工程。
Waves carry energy from one place to another, and they do it at the speed of light. They can also travel through a vacuum, such as space. That's why they're used in communications, because the signals can be sent rapidly across large distances. And vans like this make sure we never have to miss any event, however far away. They're equipped to send live video back to a TV broadcaster from anywhere in the world. They do this by sending microwaves through the atmosphere to be picked up by satellites in space thousands of miles above the Earth's surface. The signal is then sent via satellite back to a TV broadcaster.
Alright, I'm out here on my straight position. Saucepan Street, and they are coming down the road doing the 3D seismic, and we're going to see if we feel any vibration. Oh, there we go, I just felt it. You can actually see the thumper in the middle of the truck. It just went down, and they'll pull it up before they move again.
Through the application of the science of seismography. This is the use of the study of pressure waves to understand the interior structure of the Earth. Essentially, we send pressure waves through the Earth from a variety of locations on the Earth's surface or on the sea floor, and watch how the waves travel through the rock. Seismic waves are pressure waves, and like any wave traveling through a substance, waves will change their speed or refract based on the density of the material they're traveling through.
The hulking panel atop this Humvee is part of what the U.S. military calls the Active Denial System, or ADS. It's designed to incapacitate enemy combatants with an unnerving, non-lethal sensation of intense heat. Watch as the ray silently strikes and scatters the crowd.
The Active Denial System has three great characteristics. First of all, it's safe. Second, it's effective. And third, it has a tremendous range compared to the other non-lethal weapons that today's warfighter has.
This is the heart of this 100 kilowatt transmitter. This is the gyrotron. 200 kilowatts of electricity is fed in, and 100 kilowatts of radio frequency comes out. That millimeter wave energy comes out an aperture underneath the main reflector, hits the subreflector, which illuminates that main reflector and sends a roughly antenna-sized beam downrange. Those holes that you see in the antenna are for the cameras and other visual equipment that the operator uses so that he knows exactly where that beam is going.
It's operated by a joystick. The operator looks into the console, sees exactly what that antenna is aimed at, moves the joystick left, the antenna slews to the left, same way to the right. Then when there's an individual who's identified as a troublemaker, he has a cursor. He can put that cursor on that individual, pull the trigger that's on the joystick, and the energy is sent downrange at the speed of light.
The electromagnetic radiation released by the Active Denial System is similar to the microwaves in your microwave oven, in that it causes the water molecules in the target to become excited and heat up. But that's where the similarity ends. The ADS is designed to heat only the very surface of the skin. It does this by outputting only the carefully chosen radio wave frequency of 95 gigahertz. Even though it can easily penetrate clothing, the ADS generates a much shorter and safer wavelength of radio waves than those used in microwave ovens.
The Active Denial System millimeter wave directed energy beam reaches 1/64th of an inch into human skin. So that is the most outermost layer of the skin, roughly equivalent to about 3 sheets of notebook paper. It is essentially affecting the pain nerves in the outermost layer of the skin, heating them up and causing an immediate repel effect.
Even these stoic servicemen, aware of what's about to happen,
Engage.
can't help but flinch when they feel the heat.
This is the first time I've experienced the beam from the Active Denial System, and it feels like an intense warmth feeling, kind of similar to opening a very hot oven door, and it's a compelling feeling that you want to get out of the way of this beam. If you were not expecting this, it would definitely shock you and make you want to move.
The ADS represents just the latest effort to devise an effective ray weapon.